What did Young the Giant say while playing Riichi Mahjong? My mental state will break if tenpai I can't make. My rank won't survive a fall. Ooh, and if God does forsake of both my fists, I will shake. This is cruel and unusual. Ooh. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul, folks. My name's Yusong. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are, folks. Let's address the elephant in the room. Yesterday's video, I had a big mental breakdown. Okay, let's just unpack what happened in yesterday's video first things foremost. I made one wrong read about what Left Lord had in their hand, followed by, I want to say 2 to 3 bad jokes, and then I lost all faith in myself as a Mahjong player, as an entertainer, and most importantly, as a human being. Now, what has changed between last video and today's video? Surely, Yusong, you went for a long walk, you cleared your head, maybe you took a bath, you lit a candle, you did some things to do self-care, mental reset. What has really changed is that I've had lunch in between recording yesterday's video and recording today's video. Look, it's okay. Our batting average is not that bad. We've recorded what? 1,100 of these, and that's not a fake number, by the way. I name all my YouTube videos just in increments of one number over another. We've recorded over 1,100 Riichi Mahjong, YouTube Let's Play videos. The batting average for 5 of those to be complete and utter mental breakdowns, that's not that bad. That's not that bad. Folks, we're going into the Jade Room today. As we load in, let me just say this. If you like the song or you like the genre, consider subscribing. I got new videos every single day. Consider leaving a like and a comment if you're feeling particularly generous, as it helps out me and the channel such a great deal. It brings us to our featured comment of the day while I silence my phone from its notifications. My B. Orange Panda writes, did my first IRL Mahjong night the other day, and it went really, really well. It went really well. Well, aside from the fact that they gave me homework to turn off the tile numbers in Mahjong Soul, sad face, but I think the pain will be worth it. Hey, huge congrats on playing some IRL Mahjong. It's hard. It's genuinely hard to get out there, make friends, make enemies in the case of playing Riichi Mahjong. And if what I'm understanding is correct, the IRL set that y'all must have played on does not have the little Arabic numbers in the top right corner of the screen. I don't know if you know this, but if everyone knows this, but you can change it so that the tiles in Mahjong Soul also reflect that quality. Obviously, we're not doing that. Why? Every single day, it could be someone's first video or first exposure to the channel. God, I hope it wasn't yesterday's video. But you know what? If it was and he stuck around, then that's genuinely incredible. I'm very, very happy to have you here. Hang on. Okay, this doesn't look good. It's like a 1, 2, 3 mixed triple sequence hand plus nothing, I guess. But that's why we have the Arabic numbers on the top right the corner turned on, just because we don't want to alien anyone. Mahjong is already a very confusing game, and to play with your first exposure, without the numbers, that's just way too steep of a mountain to climb. Folks, I also want to give a quick shout out to all the patrons. Patreon.com/YU_SONG. The link is down below in the description. For $4 a month, you get access to a bonus video every single month, as well as the shout out like you're hearing right now, and a whole bunch of other good things like the Riichi Mahjong strategy documents that I've written, and access to the Riichi Mahjong song parody document. If you want to, if anyone ever, how some people are really into Google Sheets, and I'm not saying this derogatorily. I'm saying this in no, I also enjoy data, Ooh, okay. This is really interesting. I don't think this is 7 pairs. I think this is genuinely a Shokler moment. What's Shokler? The Japanese word that I'm referring to is Sanshoku, which is mixed triple sequence. When you have the same numerical sequence in all 3 suits, in which case this would be a 1, 2, 3. I think that's what we're going for in this hand. Rylet's gonna call a Riichi. Can I be real with you? I hate that. It's a dealer Riichi. My hand is okay. I'm not even 1 tile away from tenpai. I'm like 2 tiles away from tenpai. It's not terrible. I have 2 safe tiles with which I can fold, and I think I'm gonna do that. If you draw me into a 2 of characters... That's outrageous. That is outrageous. I promise this isn't pre-recorded. And I know today I have a motive. Today I genuinely have a I can't, folks. I genuinely can't. I know. It's a dealer region. You want to go back in there with Stockfish afterwards and see? I promise you, East 1 folding decision, 4 of characters. There's no way the teacher is that mad at us for doing so. We're not that close to tempo. It's so specific, and then we don't deal into a dealer. We don't deal into a dealer nonsense. I refuse to deal into dealer nonsense. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna go. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 25,000. Oh, what's that? My points are still here. Can't help but notice that all my points are still here. So I fold, folks. You sound like you're really insecure after yesterday's video. Yeah. Of course I am. Anyway, I'm glad that you could do some IRL Mahjong. I genuinely think that it's a lot of fun. Whenever you can make new friends via a hobby, that's like the holy grail of doing a hobby in the first place. Playing Mahjong, by your lonesome. Don't get me wrong, online Mahjong is awesome, but like being able to connect with each other, being like, hey, can you believe this? I just paid out $8,000 just for being alive because someone sumoed Baimon while I was the dealer. Like that brings us all closer together as a society. You know what I mean? Yusong, how are you doing outside of the game today? Can I be real with you? This is 100% serious, okay? Sometimes I'm very jovial with it. I'm 100% serious. I want to take this video seriously. I don't want to lose again, okay? And I know for the last checks watch 5 minutes, we have not been super locked in with the game, but I want to try to be a little bit more locked in. I think we've been a little fast and loose with our focus lately. And if the seasons change. Stop singing the song parody. The time for the song parody is gone. I'll be waiting. Fun song, by the way. Genuinely fun song. I think this is a Tanya moment, but I'm not sure. With trepidation, I discard the 9 of circles. I really want to see the 5 of bamboo. 5 of bamboo goes... Okay, yeah, awesome. Thanks for listening, Yostar. Really, I appreciate you listening. I really appreciate you listening. 7 of bamboo is what I meant. I mean, I'm not going to say no to it. And 5 of bamboo still goes incredibly hard in this hand. Do I ever chi here? I'm not sure. Ooh, okay. Look what you made me do. Hang on. I can still accept 5 of bamboo right now. All I would have to do is draw into... Burp. Oh my god, it's just a gross burp. Right Lord with another dealer Riichi. Should I sit here and not only compare thee to a summer's day, but also count my points? Oh, come on. I'm not dealing any Potsular style. My hand is so bad. I know it's fine, and you and I both know it's fine. Except we don't. We want to sit here and pretend like things make sense in this topsy-turvy world, and I'm not just even pontificating because I'm coping really hard. Remember that one game where we had a pair of the red dragons and we dealt in because we tore up our pair of the red dragons, and literally right before I dealt in, I said, this is a discipline fold? Mahjong has a way of making you feel awful about yourself, okay? You don't want to tempt fate. You just genuinely don't. You genuinely don't want to do that. I'm 1 tile away from Tenpai right now. I'm literally 1 tile away from Tenpai right now. I can't discard any of this noise, though. I genuinely can't discard any of this noise. There's none safety left beef. Oh, I'm so sorry. The distinct lack of character tiles being discarded means that the whole... God, I love this game. Lock in. I'm genuinely locked the frickin'. And also, just because I was embarrassed, because in yesterday's video, I made 1 wrong read, me when I'm opening up a poetry book in an Urban Outfitters. And that's not naming names necessarily, but... And I'm not trying to, like, dogpile on poetry. I think it's easy to dogpile on poetry. Let this be known. I'm a literature enjoyer, genuine English major. I'm not even doing a bit right now for, sometimes I exaggerate my own unemployedness, but, like, no, genuine, real English major. I respect a good poem as much as the next person. I honestly think that, like, a good poem is, like, you've managed to create something incredible because I have a very high standard for poetry. But anyway... Lock in. The whole point of this is just to say, Yusong, you can still win the game. Just because you made 1 wrong read on yesterday's video does not mean that you should not still be trying to focus and trying to discern elements of other people's hands. Right, Lord? A triple-sided banger there in the character suit. Good. Good for you. Genuinely good for you. Go ahead. I hope you're happy, but just know that your points are not safe. I will be taking them shortly. White dragon pair. That feels great immediately. What else do I want to draw? Eastwind. Eastwind would go extremely hard here. You know what else I would want to draw? Another 7 of characters. That would also go incredibly hard. Yusong, why not get the Southwind? Because I'm tilted and I'm playing too fast. I'm simultaneously playing way too fast and way too slow. Just at the perfectly wrong times. Am I rushing or am I dragging? I'm dragging when I'm supposed to be playing fast, and I'm rushing when I'm supposed to be thinking about the discards that I'm actually making. Okay, that's not bad. Maybe a pure straight materializes in the character suit. It probably won't. We need very, very specific tiles to make that. Wow, okay. And if the seasons change, will you stay by me? Stop. I mean, it's just a good song. It's Mind Over Matter by Young the Giant. Can I? Oh, I want to be focused. I want to be focused so badly, dude. I want to be focused so badly. But can I show you something? And I'm gonna forget to unmute this. But the chords to the song parody is the seasons change, I'll be waiting. Right? That's the real chords. So in music, oh good, time to Yusong-splain music. But there's a thing that you can do where you can change the chords of the song, and it really changes the entire texture. It's called a Re-harmonization. I personally, I'm like a fake fan. Like I'm not like a level 9,000 jazz musician in which they can re-harmonize like really incredibly. There's this awesome channel called Pianout where they have like jazz pianists listen to a song for the first time without any of the chords in the back, so they make their own chords. But this is my re-harm of Mind Over Matter by Young the Giant. And if the world don't change... Oh, frick. I can't do this. I can't do this. I gotta... Wait, hang on. Ah! I'll play it for you after. I'll play it for you after. Don't let me forget. I'm gonna... Usually, this is where I make my Maka notes. Reharm of Mind Over Matter. I'm really proud of it. I'm genuinely really proud of it. It's just like a cool thing. You know what I mean? Anyway. It's neither here nor there. Luckily, in all of that, nothing terrible happened, which is, oh my god. You could say that after any moment every time I tell a story in a Riichi Mahjong video, you know, 5 minutes later, you could leave that comment. Luckily, nothing bad happened while he was telling that story. And it would be true. Folks, I'm locked the frickin'. If White Dragon comes out, I'm pawning. I'm pawning because it gives me a Mongon. Northern Lion voice. I'm pawning. I'm pawning right now. The irony in that is Northern Lion doing an impression of, I believe, Denzel Washington in a movie that I have not seen. But if we get Eastwind, which is Prevalent Wind, White Dragon, Dora Dora, which is what we will be doing if we pawn the White Dragon, it's going to feel awesome, folks. It's absolutely going to feel awesome. We can always draw into another 7 of characters as well. Okay, that's fricked up. Left Lord being willing to cut the Dora means that they're cooking with something. Right Lord discarding good tiles right off of the bat. I hate this. I hate this. Because Right Lord at any point could just be in Tenpai and maybe not calling Riichi on that thing. Okay, 9 of characters being a relatively safe tile. Ooh, I'll take one of those. I'll absolutely take one of those. And now I click the Ron button. And now I click the auto call win button. And I hope that Left Lord plays with a false sense of security. And I hope that Right Lord also plays with a false sense of security. These are very dangerous tiles. The fact that I have at least 2 Han visible in my pocket, and I'm not just happy to see you, and a crossword is not like rolling over and immediately folding. You must have something. Luckily, this is a fairly safe tile, but you must have something and you must have something. You are also not folding. Right, Lord, you had the scariest discards early on. I should be paying attention as to whether or not tiles come from within their hand or from the tiles that they're drawing right now. This is late into the game where I feel like this stuff actually matters. The worst tile I've ever seen in my life. I love this. I love that. I love discarding a really dangerous 4 of bamboo. I will say in this situation, and this is the exact situation, that got us into trouble on yesterday's video. And this is why you don't fold, though. This is why you don't fold when you have a Mongon, when you have a 7,700 point hand, excuse me. But like, you know, it's a rounding error. It is a rounding error on the balance sheet of a Fortune 500 company. 2 NL references in 1 video. It's getting parasocial in the club. But that's why that hand is so valuable. You can't lay that one down. And then on yesterday's video, it's the exception that proves the rule. There were only like 2 tiles left, right? So at that point, it's like maybe just give up on the meme dream. Oh, but it's not like even in yesterday's video we had, and I know I'm haunted by my demons. I know I'm being haunted by my demons right now, but like, it's not even like we had that many save tiles. At least I don't believe that we did. Of course, I could just be coping really, really hard to make myself look better. That's the entire meta of doing YouTube and Twitch. If I'm just gonna be real with you. Yusong, how are you doing? I'm doing okay. Can I be real with you? I don't get me wrong. Very, very happy to be playing Mahjong right now. We're under a little bit of a smoking gun in that today, on the day that I'm recording this, Yostar's, the servers are going down so that they can do a little bit of they can do an update on the game. There's some new outfits, there's some rerun cosmetics, there's some new cosmetics as well. Heck yeah. Anytime there's a new event, you can get some freebies for just playing the game. Let's go. At the same time, my body yearns to be playing Clover Pit. I think it's my vice right now, and I know I have to go to Trader Joe's later. But there's a world where I just play Clover Pit, and that's okay. I still have a lot of frozen food in the fridge. It's not like I'm gonna die or anything, so that's always tight when you're not gonna die. And then this week, this is my year of rest and relaxation. What do I mean by that? This past weekend, I had like 3 to 4 social events, and this upcoming weekend, I have 2 social events. If anyone IRL knows me, just know that is an exaggeration, and that's not a reflection of you. It's if anything, it's just a reflection of me. Hang on, gaming. Some gaming is about to occur. I don't like that you cut the red 5. And I don't like that you cut the 9 followed by the 8. Don't you want to accept the Dora? Are you going for a full flush in the character suit? It's either that or I don't know. Something strange is happening. Something has stranged this Mahjong. And again, this is why I write down my Riichi Mahjong song parodies in advance. I should have cut this. I keep doing this. Didn't I just like flip through all my tiles to see if I had any safe ones? And I just missed this? Oh my god, lock in, dude. You are better than this. And I don't mean that in like a terrible way or like a shaming way. It's just like, no, dude, like these are silly mistakes. Our rank would be a lot higher if we just shored up on these very, very easy mistakes. Am I huge folding? I think I am huge folding. When am I ever going to get a chance to cut the 7 of circles? And if I keep that and I draw into a 6 or an 8, I might be in Furriton jail. We could still get to Tenpai without keeping that. Okay, not terrible. 2 tiles away from Tenpai. Is there anything that's feeling particularly safe to discard? I think that Nolan Northwind, unfortunately, is our next safest tile. 7 of characters, 5 of characters, both safe as well. I mean, we know that they're safe for Left Lord. I don't know if it's safe for a Cross Lord, right? Time for everyone's favorite segment. Do they deserve it? Hang on, give me 1 second. This is safer. Time for everyone's favorite segment. Do they deserve it? Left Lord, Master 1 star. I'll see you there soon. A Cross Lord, Sheep character, Master 1 star. You're destined for an L right now. I'm sorry. I don't make the rules, but you're destined for an L. You just do. Right Lord, Master 1 star. I'll see you there soon. It's fricked up right now, folks. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's fricked up right now. There's 15 tiles left in the game. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. We are not going to get to Tenpai. I would love to be in Tenpai right now. We are not going to get to Tenpai. And can I tell you something? Oh my god. Can I genuinely admit to you something? And you're going to think that I'm memeing, but I'm not. I thought I was in last place. I genuinely, oh my god. I genuinely thought I was in last place right now. I thought I had the lowest point total. This is why, what is it? It's like highway blindness, but it's for depression. It's just depression blindness. When you get so tilted from the last game that you think that you're still losing in the new game. Oh! And if the seasons change, Mahjong. Love the Under the Sea. Without the Under the Sea, it just would have been an 8,000 point hand. But now, because of that, mamma mia. Left Lord's breathing down my neck. Ay, 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 ay. All right, not a terrible start. I might go, if I draw into a white dragon or a green dragon, Ooh, that's neither. Okay. I was going to say the flush in the circle suit becomes a little bit more tempting. It's still a little tempting. Don't get me wrong. I think if I draw a white dragon or green dragon now, it's still worth considering. Okay, it is no longer worth considering, but our shapes leave something to be desired. Like, these are not the strongest shapes you've ever seen, and that's okay. The door is the 7 of bamboo. Left Lord could be flushing in the bamboo suit. They could be, hey, they could be flushing like one of my favorite neighborhoods in New York City. When we were young, well, the royal we. When this nation was young. Quite. Hang on. What am I discarding here? If I'm double pair Yorkenin, I'm gonna keep a million blocks in my hand. I'm just gonna do it. Let's get freaky with it. Let's get loose. Let's get wild. When I was younger, from the ages of like 1st grade to I want to say around 3rd or 4th grade, I lived on Long Island, which is where my accent comes from. My strong Long Island accent. That just sounds like someone who's in pain, maybe. But it's where, I don't think I really have a Long Island accent. Long Island. Sorry, it sounds like I'm losing my mind again. Yusong, do not. No. Our standards for ourselves are higher than this. We are not the type of person that has 2 back-to-back mental breakdowns on YouTube uploads. This is not a League of Legends channel. Our mental strength is stronger than that. I don't really sincerely believe that I have a Long Island accent. I said Long Island as I was saying that previously for comedic effect. Did it land? Only time will tell. Maybe the comment section is filled with 15 identical comments. Yusong, for a second, I didn't know what was going on. Oh, God. Please, Yusong, please. I know you're really insecure. Just, come on. One more video and you get to go to bed tonight and have, like, a bigger reset going into tomorrow, mentally speaking. And when we lived in Long Island, we being me, my parents, we would make the 1-hour drive to New York City. We would always park in the same parking lot of a grocery store. We would go to the Chinese grocery store, and then we would eat at the I still remember this so fondly. There were a lot of like literally hole-in-the-wall institutions where you could order some like steamed baos. Those are really, really great. You can get some like hot and sour soup. I remember the hot and sour soup from Flushing, just the Chinese food from Flushing in general being like so unbelievably good. And you know, we would eat that on the 1-hour drive back. It's not the worst 1-hour drive, but now thinking about it, I'm like, damn, my parents really disliked the. I don't think that we even had like a Chinese grocery store around me. I was gonna say they really must have disliked the Chinese grocery store we had around us, but I don't think that we had one, which is why I think my dad would drive into New York City. Wow, that's some real dedication. But we would eat that on the way back, and it was like a cool thing. Not only that, there were a lot of like toy shops there as well. Hang on, I'm in first right now, right? I'm literally in first right now. I'm literally in first place right now. I'm literally in first place. We don't have to deal in. Oh my god. Okay, gaming. This could have been a 7-pair sand like 3 times over. Who gives a frick? Am I so sad? Am I about to cry over spilled milk that we could have had 7 pairs, nothing? Absolutely not, folks. Absolutely not. 9 of characters is a guaranteed Gemboots tile to literally everybody at the table. I'm loving every minute of it, Jerry. There were also a lot of good like game shops and like toy shops where you could get like bootleg, Yu-Gi-Oh cards or Pokemon cards. But I remember playing Yu-Gi-Oh with some strangers in like the plaza of one of these places, and that's just cool. You know what I mean? It's just like it's cool to be a kid and to bring your Yu-Gi-Oh cards into New York City on the off chance that because you might get to play with someone because you saw other people playing in the plaza last time, and then to get to actually play with them while your parents watched very, very patiently. It's nice. It's just a very fun memory. I'm sure if I went now, it would look a lot different than it does back then. But once in a while, Bon Appetit will show up in the YouTube homepage, and then I believe his name is Lucas Sin, which sounds like a wrestler name. No, Lucas Sin. Whenever he talks about food, yo, he is like such a poet in terms of like the way that Lucas Sin talks about food. Every time he talks about anything, the way that he describes it, it makes me want to eat the thing. It's kind of awesome. And every time he like goes into a authentic like Chinese shop somewhere in Flushing, or you know, in Southern California or wherever, or in like a Southeast Asia country, I like those videos a lot. Anyway, what was the point of this? I don't know. I was the point of this was, I think a crossword might have been Flushing in the bamboo suit. Oh my God. Leave a comment right now. Timestamp this, and it's like, thank God nothing bad happened. You know what I mean? Leave that timestamp. Leave that timestamp right now. Thank God nothing bad happened. The most all simples hand I've ever seen. You want to know what I want to do? I want to draw, please give me a 5 of characters. Because if we get a 5 of characters, we might get to do the most forbidden Yaku of all time. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Triple triplets. It's Sanshoku, but for triplets. When you have a triplet with the same number in all 3 suits, it literally never happens. I would probably... It's probably the rarest 2 Han Yaku. Oh no, 3 quads has also got to be pretty rare. But it's got to be one of the rarest Yakus that you'll ever encounter in Mahjong Soul. Very rarely will it happen. A lot of the times for me, it happens like unintentionally or just randomly because I wasn't looking for it. I crossword pawns into the red dragons. They have the scariest hand. They probably have the fastest hand. I am slowly staring down the barrel of either 4 concealed triplets, Poggies, it's a Yakuman, or 7 pairs, less Poggy. Definitely less Poggy. 7 pairs, all simples, red 5. It's not terrible. 7 pairs, all simples, red 5. That's a decent hand. It's 6,400 points if I run off of someone. But if I call Riichi, it's guaranteed 8,000. Okay, that's kind of interesting. That's kind of interesting. If I were to call Riichi, I wouldn't want to wait for... Like, I wouldn't be happy either single tile Yorking it for the 5 of characters or for the 3 of bamboo, right? What about if we open this hand? All triplets, red 5, all simples. It's 4 Han, but because we have hella mini points, it would be an 8,000 point hand. That's not that bad either. It really depends on what we get. We could always pawn into like another red 5 or something. I could chi there, but it doesn't seem right to me. I wanted chi into the Dora, which is the 4 of characters, if anything. Do I genuinely still believe that I can win this hand? We're 9 tiles in. Somebody could be in tenpai, and it wouldn't even be that ludicrous a possibility. I am still... Hang on, Yusong. If someone else calls Riichi, you haven't even been the dealer yet this game. You have a lot of time, and your point total is looking thick. It's looking strong, okay? So you don't have to play horrendously desperate. I know mentally you are wounded right now, okay? And that's fine. It's going to happen to us all eventually. But it does not mean you have to lose your wits at the Mahjong table. Not only that, to put a positive spin, to do some therapy level jiu-jitsu on the current situation of things. And if the seasons break, to do some mental jiu-jitsu. This is good practice, because sometimes on stream, I'm going to be either tired or nervous, and I'm still going to want to play good Mahjong. This is great practice for that. We have to start getting a little bit scared of like what people are discarding. We should make notice of if tiles are coming from within someone's hand or if they're coming from the tile that they just drew. The animations are genuinely different, and we can glean different information based off of that. So while we get closer and closer into the late game, let us actually put our thinking caps on and our observation caps on. That came from within your freaking hand. I hate that. So that means, okay, what happened here? You could have too early on. I mean, it could mean a lot of things. My first thinking is that the 2 comes from like a 4-5 shape, and you just drew into a red 5 and you swapped it with, like, I think you have a 4-5-6 in your hand, which is terrible because it means that you have the Dora, and I think that you could have just drawn into the red 5. I really don't like that. I really don't like that. I don't know what tiles that you're waiting for. Let's check to see if that's true. No, they just had to pair the door. And yet, I'm not that embarrassed. I know. Like, a lesser... Yusong 3 hours ago in yesterday's video would have been embarrassed by that. I'm not embarrassed by that. At least I'm like, pogged up and actually focused. Yusong, when is your line of gamer subs gonna come out? Probably never. I don't think so. But at least we're focused. Right Lord has their C win. That's fine. It's absolutely fine. Am I okay with being stuck in East 3? I am now. Drawing into a 3 of circles. I know that's right. Green dragon, red dragon. We're very happy to draw. Drawing into just a pair of anything so that we can get like a Pinfu hand. I mean, this is a little bit awkward, right? With Pinfu, your pair is not allowed to be a dragon tile, so a tiny bit awkward here. But we're still very, very happy to draw into a pair of literally any of these. There was like a 1, 2, 3 mixed triple sequence chance kind of in this hand. I want to say a 2, 3, 4 mixed triple sequence hand is honestly more likely. Sure, look, the 9 of characters might as well be our pair as well. We could always cut the 7 of characters later depending on what we draw into. A crosslord cuts the Dora. Yo, also people, I mean, I should address this head on, right? People have been calling the player that sits across from us top lord, and then me bottom lord. What's going on there? Look, regardless of any veracity, does that mean truthfulness? Regardless of truth, 4 pairs, but like really though, I don't think this is 7 pairs. I just don't. I just genuinely don't. Are you going for a flush in the circle suit? Cut to another 30 minutes. The anecdote where I talk about flushing New York. Are you going for a flush as well? It might be. I mean, the first discard is a little weird if that's the case. Someone's thinking about the pawn. A crosslord is thinking about the pawn. Okay. And now what's bottom lord going to do? Okay, I get it. It's very, very funny. And it's kind of catchy. 6, 7, 8. Okay. Very interesting. Extremely interesting. I'm going to keep the option open for a little Pinfu Nation. If I draw into 8 of characters, I get to wait on the 1 and the 4 of characters. That's awful. I don't like that. A crosslord just conned, and I want us to burn this into our retinas collectively. They just gave Right Lord seat wind 3 Dora. I could have cut 9 of characters, probably. And maybe that was the move. But the 9 of characters was definitely the move. Am I happy? Was I happy waiting for the 1 and the 4? I mean, it's not actually that bad, right? If we wait on the 1 and the 4, yeah, okay. If we wait on the 1 and the 4, it's not terrible. How do I feel about cutting anything in my hand? Oh, no. Seat wind 4 Dora. Seat wind 4 Dora. Tips Fedora. Mahjong. Okay, new Dora is the 8 of characters. I hate that. I mean, we could draw into it ourselves. Here's the worst part. If I draw into 8 of characters, I have to call Riichi. I literally am legally obligated, even though it deals me in. We see 3 copies of this. I'm willing to cut a Kiefer Sutherland. It would be diabolical if someone was waiting on it. Maybe I should just be huge folding. Like, I don't think that that's necessarily wrong either. We can look back at this with Maka. Okay, and then the sumo. Awesome, dude. What round was this? East 3 repeat gazillion. Southwind discard, because that Southwind discard maybe was actually incorrect. All right, we have two moments to look at and a reharmonization of mind over matter to look at after the game. 1, 2, 3. I have 3 shapes in the I mean, I technically have 4 shapes, but it's not that good. If I draw into Eastwind, okay, so that's not gonna happen. But if I draw into Eastwind or White Dragon, maybe we can do something in the character suit. Probably, what do we do with this hand instead? Oh, okay. That's not bad. 1, 2, 3, and a 2, 4, 6, 8. It's not terrible. If I draw into White Dragon, I'll go for it. But unless we draw into White Dragon, yeah, like that's unfortunately awesome. Like that's really, really good. Okay, so what is the thinking here? And I'm not asking you, I'm just asking me. Like, what is the thinking here by keeping this? I don't know. I guess if we draw into another one, it's kind of cute, right? And that's good. We have, oh, and if the seasons change, I'll be pogging with you. Okay, This is fine. I'm still 1 tile away from tenpai. If I draw into a 3 of characters or a 5 of characters or a 7 of characters, I get to call Riichi. Some of those weights are genuinely garbage, though. Like, some of those weights are single tile Yorkener for the 3 of characters, which I don't particularly... For audio-only listeners, I discarded the door only to draw it afterwards. I love Mahjong. Oh my god. Give me 50 cc's of Mahjong injected straight into my veins. Let me butt chug some Riichi Mahjong. Okay, now that is interesting, right? That's genuinely interesting. I'm 1 tile away from Riichi Red 5 Pure Straight in the dealer seat for a guaranteed big payout of 12,000 points. Now, the funny thing about this, it's not haha funny, but it's like tragic funny. It's like darkly funny, like a Chekhov short story. Or trying to regain confidence while burping in between every single word. I mean, what do you want from me? I'm so close to tenpai. I'm so close to tenpai in a million different ways. In a million gazillion different ways. This is cognitive behavioral torture. This is genuinely, this is such BS. This is so bad. Oh. Awesome. Oh, I love making use of the dealer seat. Oh, it's so good when you get to make use of the dealer seat. Oh. It's awesome to watch your lead slowly get drained from you as you progress in the game. Okay. Interesting hand. Closed triplet of the 9 of bamboozlers. 1 seat wind. I probably cut the seat wind first. I would love to draw into 2 of characters. I think that is our nut draw. Unfortunate that we can't chi, right? Our hand... We don't con immediately. We waited. So, yeah. Okay, so now at least if we con, which, by the way, I still think is incorrect. I genuinely still think that it's incorrect. If we con right now, at least Left Lord can't take advantage of that and then call Riichi. I also, like, we are in 2nd place right now. If I con and I flip open a new door indicator, there's a 75% chance that it benefits someone at the table not named Yusong. Not named Bottom Lord, okay? And so I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen. We can con and then maybe call Riichi. That's really tight. I love being able to do that. How is that going to happen? I don't know, dude. It starts, but I know it starts with either drawing another Dora or drawing into a 2 of characters. Then we can press a little bit more fervently with this hand. Not to poetic post on main. Left Lord. Okay, we've noticed. Isn't this interesting? Isn't that right, Zach? Left Lord is going for a flush in the circle suit. Awesome. So it looks like we're going to have to discard some circle suit tiles later. Awesome. I love that. I love that it puts me in imminent danger of dealing into Left Lords, who's already 1st place, who we're directly competing with for 1st place. I love that, bestie. I love that. If I draw... Okay, interesting. Left Lord is going for the half flush. They cut the door and no one presses pawn, which I guess is good news for me. If I draw into 5 of characters, oh, do I press the con button? Now if I get to call Riichi on that thing, I con into Riichi. Easy. The sadness is the big sadness is if we call Riichi and then I don't know why I'm speaking this evil into my life, but the big sad is If I con Riichi and then I immediately draw into a circle suit tile and I deal into Left Lord. I mean, 7 of circles passed, so at least that's 1 circle suit tile that we're not necessarily scared of. But you're never happy saying things like this. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, at least that meteor didn't hit us today. It's like, dude, you need some more sunshine in your life. Here we go. Con. It's not bad. It's not bad. Red Dragon could have dealt me in. I don't even know if Maka wanted me to call Riichi here. South 1 Riichi decision. Because Red Dragon is such a Spice Lord tile for Left Lord. Like, it's a little fricked up. Okay. But we know that they can't use character suit tiles. So, if they draw into some, the likelihood that it comes out and we get it is really nice. This is a Riichi only hand, but we have 2 chances at Oradora. That's really why we're doing this? I guess. Well, when you put it that way, suddenly it doesn't seem like this is a very good plan. But you know, left lord can't really fold. Ah! And if the world don't break... oh wait, I don't... I'm a young man built to fall. Ooh. He's gaming. He's gaming so freaking hard. I missed how much that hand was worth, and look at me not sweating it. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't concern myself with small amounts, like however much that hand was worth. Good hand. Good hand. We can accept the DZ, which is the 3 of Bambeezlers. Okay, stop. He's feeling himself a little too much. Oh, he's immediately gonna forsake the Deezlers. Oh. I often joke that I should be arrested, and it's not disproving any of that today. What happens here? Do I call Riichi if I get the chance? Riichi, all simples, something. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't that bad. If I draw into, like, a 5 or a 6 of bamboo, yeah, at least I have a double-sided weight there, right? Riichi, red 5, Tenhou, chance if we went off of the 6 of circles. I love that, right? I mean, I don't know. Left lord is cooking something. They cut the door really, really early. Their hand must be amazing. Your hand must be good. You must have some sort of game plan. Either that or you're tilted out of your gosh dang mind for losing that last round, which, by the way, that makes 2 of us. Now we're on equal mental footing. How do you like it, playing Mahjong with mental, you know, demons haunting your every single move? Is this good? Is this good if I keep the 2 of characters? I don't even think that this is that good. Give me a safe tile. You want to know what we actually want to draw into? I'll manifest right now. Show me 7 of circles. I cut this, and then 4 of bamboozlers. I Riichi. Riichi, Pinfu, Tenhou, red 5, with a chance at pure double sequence at that. How great does that sound? I think, by the way, I crosshair pawning the green dragon. Okay. Thanks for the con, bozo. Thanks for the con, bozo. I didn't even have to get a rib removed to con my own tile this time. Let's go. Let's absolutely go. We really want the 6 of circles. 9 of circles is acceptable though, and it is a terminal tile that's more likely to come out. So I'm not gonna say no to that. All we want to do is make sure that nobody else wins this hand. Like no matter what, I don't care how we win. I just really want to win. Okay, 8 of characters. It looks like right lord's playing safe. I mean, at this point, we don't really have to focus. This is what Claire and Max were teaching me though, right? On our last coaching stream, it's like, well, this is a good opportunity to practice, like, reading other people's hands. 1 of circles came from within their hand. They cut a 3 early on, but this is, I think, before it was the Dora. So they cut a 3 early on, but they kept a 1. They kept a pair of the 1s. Maybe this 3 was from nothing, or maybe this 3 was from, like, a 5-6 shape. In which case, the 8 of circles discard kind of makes sense. Oops. Riichi, Sumo, Tenhou, red 5, at least. Show me some Oradoras because someone called Khan. Please, please, please. I mean, this is unfair that a crossword has to pay the... When you sumo, but the Oradora keeps on, you know, doing the game mechanic that it's there to do. That's so unfair that a crossword pays out that penalty. The person that called Khan should have to pay out that penalty. I mean, I would have gotten 2 Oradora, you know, regardless of the Khan there. It was the first Dora that came out, but it's just bad to watch justice die, you know? In broad daylight, nonetheless. How's this hand? It's okay. I think that the white dragon is an okay pawn. Drawing into that 7 of circles is actually really tight. Now I feel way better about the pawn here. Would love, I probably do just chi 7 of characters if it comes out. The 1-3 shape, I don't think I'm as desperate for this shape, because this shape is not terrible. I could draw into a 4 of bamboo and upgrade it. This shape, I would have to draw into a 6 and then a 5. And then it's like, what are we even doing at that point, you know? So, okay. Eastwind, neither our Seatwind nor is it our prevalent wind. We're gaming right now. We're in first place. It is still precarious. Left Lord is the dealer, and they are in second place. So if they win a dealer Mongon right now, we are kind of right back to where we started from, fighting tooth and nail to actually be able to pull out a dub here on the YouTube channel. God, I remember when Yusong uploaded wins. Those were the days. Oh, it was so nice back then. Remember when we were riding high for a little bit? Oh, those cool cat icons. And then look at this despair. It's not that terrible, right? 24% last. That's honestly not the worst it's been. That's not the worst it's been. It's not good. You ever see a Saint player in the Jade Room? It's always something ridiculous, like 22%. It's like, okay, does your dad work at Nintendo? Like, what's going on here? I want to play Clover Pit for 3 hours so badly. I'm such a trashy raccoon of a human. Not really. I'm trying to work on my self-esteem. But this is, can I admit something? Okay, yeah, no, this is good. I can admit 2 pseudo embarrassing things to you, okay? Number 1, and this is for real fans because it's like, well, we're like late into the video. This is we're 45 minutes into this goddamn Mahjong game. Saved it. Number 1, I just want to be a raccoon. What do I want? What do I mean by that? And this is vice upon vice upon vice, okay? Like some news articles that I've been reading. This is a reference to Vice News. I want to play Clover Pit while the second monitor is like a 3-hour video essay of niche internet drama that I did not care about but will get me outraged. That is what I want to be doing. He had 3 social events this past weekend. He's still reeling from that a little bit. So he just wants to be like Zen. And that is unfortunately very, very close to Zen for me. Okay, I could just fold here. Left Lord Sheed into the Dora. This is the most Tanya looking hand I've ever seen. Looking like a Tanya with your pants on the ground. Awesome bit. Secondly, this is a second admission. I don't know why this second admission is hitting the commentary, but I think it's funny because I genuinely had this thought and I was like, oh no. So went through a breakup roughly around 2.5 months ago, right? Or 3 months ago. I don't know. Time is very, very silly right now. I could cheat. I'm 1 tile away from tenpai. It's not terrible. I don't want to, don't get me wrong. Like, I don't want to deal into anybody else, but robbing Left Lord of their dealer seat victory with Tanya Red 5 Dora, you know, at least in their hand. Yikes. This is tenpai, but it's not very good. I mean, what do I cut here if not that? What is grief but love everlasting? Am I right? But I really don't want to deal into that. Look, that is maybe a wild cut. South 3 White Dragon break. I don't know. I just don't want to deal into this. And I think I can find a better tenpai somewhere in here. I genuinely do. I genuinely do. And if not, we can fold. Sure, this is good. If they sumo, Left Lord pays the... Yeah, this is perfect. Prevalent Wind. Oh, I thought this was pure straight. That's okay that it's not. A crossroad needs like a 3 Han Marty with a sumo to overtake Right Lord. That's what they're going to be playing for. What am I playing for? I could purposefully deal into that. So long as I'm sure that they don't have like a show-stopping banger of a hand, I could maybe intentionally deal into a crossroad. I could just win like a Pinfu hand and then end the game in first place and be done with it. The second admission is that I had the thought, and I don't know how this popped into my head, but I thought to myself, I think if someone goth offered me a cigarette, I'd fold. And I was like, whoa. We got to check the loneliness index, Yusong. What's happening here? Like, genuinely, like, that thought came from out of nowhere. And I will say this. I think right now, don't get me wrong, I think this is a good thing, but the channel is channeling right now. And, like, you know, we're collaborating with exciting people. I'm still trying to, like, balance... I'm still trying to learn what it means to balance my own social needs so I don't get like giga depressed all the time with being able to balance like adult life stuff like a la grocery store and maybe even cooking once in a while and the channel stuff. So I'm trying to balance all 3 of these. And Clover Pit. It's all about Clover Pit, baby. As a result of that, like, I don't think I have time for anything. I genuinely don't. Like, I think sometimes, especially with streams, like sometimes things will just happen very randomly. It's like, hey, do you wanna join me for XYZ? And it's very, very awkward if you have plans around that. Which I guess, you know, that's not great because you're gonna end up lonely a lot of the time if you're not scheduling anything just to make your schedule free. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. The point is, I don't think I'm in a million tiles get me into tenpai. I do call Riichi to try to end this game if I have to call Riichi. If this is a pinfu-tacular hand, then I don't have to call Riichi, and I won't be calling Riichi. But if I draw into like a 7 of characters, for example, and I have to call Riichi in order to make my hand valid, then yeah, absolutely. Another nut draw for us is unironically 4 of circles, because then Tanyao opens a ton of doors for us. I don't have to call Riichi here. It's Pinfu, baby. It's always been Pinfu. It's always going to be Pinfu. Left Lord is going for a full flush in the bamboo suit. We have to be a tiny bit careful about that. If they ever start discarding bamboo tiles, that's a surefire sign that they are in tenpai, and that's freaky. But the good news about this is that they also have to discard character suit Andes, right? So hopefully they deal in, and we get to end this game in first. I don't need to call Riichi. I genuinely don't need to call Riichi. I want everyone to play calmly, as if it's like there's a shark in the swimming pool, but it's like perfectly camouflaged. That's a very morbid it's a very morbid metaphor to use, but it's very apt for the situation that we're in right now. Okay, the Left Lord has still not discarded any bamboo suit tiles, and they haven't changed their hand in a really long time. The pawn there would have freaked me out a little bit. The only player we really have to watch is Left Lord. If they ever start changing the tiles within their hand, then maybe, okay, then maybe we have to start being a little worried. But so long as they keep drawing and discarding garbage, we're okay with that. Whether we are in tenpai or not in tenpai at the end of this round doesn't really matter, so long as our point total remains on top. Because, for example, if we go to exhaustive draw, we're not in tenpai, and we're first, we end the game. The game ends. If we go to exhaustive draw and we're whatever the other one is, and we're still in first, we still win the game, okay? So oh great, Yusong, I love coming to your channel for Mahjong explanations. I can't focus right now. Across our code Riichi. At least the 2 of characters was safe. I hope 8 of characters comes out. Right, Lord? Please be careful. I mean, even if you deal into me with 8 of characters, it's not that bad. It's Pinfu 1 Dora, so it's not terrible. I actually can't throw that. Do I have anything else that's safe? Yeah. Am I ever allowed to throw it, though? 4-4-4. No, they could still have a 4-3-4 in their hand. That's a little bit of a stinker. Oh, hopefully I don't deal into Left Lord. I shouldn't have said that out loud because the comedic timing there would have forever ruined me. What else can I throw? 7 of characters. 7. They're calling it the greatest safe tile that's ever been invented, and I applaud. Okay, yeah, we would have been in first place, but I'm not throwing a red 5 into the Kiss of Death Riichi. I don't want to deal into a Hanemon and actually lose my entire family farm. Hopefully we don't deal in. Hopefully Right Lord doesn't deal into a Yakuman. I shouldn't be saying these things. I should not be opening my mouth. Here I go opening my mouth again. They're having a hard time making a discard, though. Can't help but notice that they were waiting for the... Oh, what's that? Is that the sound of 1,000 apologies hitting the comment section? Plus 141. I mean, on yesterday's game, how much did we lose? It was more than 141, though. Nostalgic console. Like the things that I was playing on while we were driving to Flushing. View log. Oh, wait, hang on. Let me do the reharm. So, like, I don't know what the verse is for Mind Over Matter, but it's like it's something very simple, like Mind Over Matter doesn't matter. It's something like that. But the reharm that I think is really, really cool, and this is very vulnerable. This is like unironic vulnerable posting on the main. It's like Mind Over Matter. And then say the learn the lyrics. I can't. And if the seasons change, I'll be waiting. I'm a young man built. Whatever. We're going back into manga. I think that's a tight chord progression. It's very similar to the song I Love the Way You Make Me Feel, the Ariana Grande Mac Miller song. It's very similar to that. I realized after the fact. This was not I don't think it's like a 1-to-1 on the chord progression either, but you know, it's got a good groove to it. Okay, S-. All is right with the world. There was a lot that we had to look at. South 3, White Dragon Break. Maka, spit on me. We draw into tenpai here. He's the greatest to ever do it. He's genuinely the greatest to ever do it. I don't know why, but this just didn't feel good. This just genuinely didn't feel good. It's not unthinkable, but it just doesn't feel good. They're waiting. They're not even in tenpai yet. Damn, Daniel. And we are very lucky that a crossword ends up winning this one, right? Yeah, they end up sumoing this, so that could always happen. You never know. They pawned to South 1 early. They have a valid hand. They've been cutting some good stuff there. Okay, South 1 Riichi decision. Did I call him? Did I do that? I called Khan, and then is this legal? Yeah, they love the Khan into Riichi, right? Yeah. Khan is 71 on the eval, and then Riichi is 49 on the eval. Great, awesome. We did the thing. We did the thing that we came here to do. East 3 repeat gazillion. South Wind discard. Okay, hang on. It's really spicy right now. It's really I'm huge folding. Okay, they were okay with the South Wind. They were genuinely okay with the South Wind. I don't know if there was like any other like humongously safe tiles. I guess six of circles is up there. 9 of characters is still pretty high up there. How many apes gone? 3 of my apes gone. There's still a chance that someone could have a 7-8 in their hand. Very unlikely. Yeah, very unlikely. I guess to the point where it's okay. Okay, I'm glad that South Wind was okay. And then was there anything else? East 1 folding decision. 4 of characters, but this was just for the haters. This is genuinely for the haters. Folding decision. 4 of characters? What? It must have been another East 1. The Riichi was called. The Riichi-ler was called. And now I'm just huge folding. Yep. Yerp. Yeah. Because our hand was valueless. I don't even know why I noted this down. East 1 repeat 2. 4 of characters. Was this weird? No, I think yeah, we played this hand like an S. Okay, we genuinely we did great there. We did. Oh, folks, honestly, not a bad game. You want to know what the unfortunate lesson of this game is? Focus a little bit more. Like genuine. It's going in the LibreOffice document. You just have to focus a little bit more, and good things will happen to you in the pantheon that is Riichi Mahjong. That's all you need. Late game, if you look at players' discards and whether or not they're coming from within their hand, you're pogged. Like, I just need to focus a little bit more, and then the world is our oyster. Folks, that's going to do it for today's video. If you like this song or if you like the genre, consider subscribing. I got new videos every single day. Consider leaving a like and a comment. If you're feeling particularly generous, it helps out the channel such a great deal. It helps push the video out to a whole bunch more people. So sincerely, thank you as always for all the very kind and supportive messages that you leave on there. I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific. Link is down below in the description, along with our community Discord, our VOD channel, and our Patreon, which is the best way to support me. Until next time. Please take care of yourself and please be kind to yourself, okay? I'll talk to you soon. Peace.